Pardon my look, ladies and gentlemen. Getting some stuff ready on the Hella V. Let me switch my grip there. Anyway, found a really cool tool from Milwaukee, whose electric tools I like quite a bit. This is not sponsored, but I do love a good bargain and something that works real well. And I got a battery-powered air compressor, set and forget, with a little modification that makes it work even better for those trackside days that some of us may get to. So let me get right there. Dun 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 dun. The Milwaukee M12. Now I already use Milwaukee tools. I have a charger mounted on the wall. This is a dual charger. It charges M18, which I have for a drill. I don't use often. It's a little bit much for around the house stuff. And then the M12 battery fits in there. An M12 battery is considerably smaller than an M12 or than an M18. And here's an example. There's the M12 right there. And you can see the little M18 battery that slots up into the handle of a tool. This M12 impact gun has taken me many a places, as has this electric ratchet. M12 works on these, M18 does not. Though it does have a fancy battery gauge built in. These tools, after you run them once, have a meter. Show you how much juice is left in them. That same M12 battery works on this compressor. Powered on, set the PSI wherever you want, hit the button to inflate, connect your inflator hose to your tire, and go. We'll get to that in a second. So going back to your Milwaukee compressor, these work fantastic. Small, you can see how big it is next to the wheel and tire. I use the batteries in other devices already. I have a couple of things on the back here to inflate other items. This one I use. This is actually fantastic for soccer balls when I play in my league games. It's nice to be able to set the ball to a specific pressure and go, rather than pump, squeeze, and guess, because I'm terrible at that. It doesn't work for these high volume devices like pool floats and such very well though. Anyway, moving on. Screw this onto your tire, which seems all self-explanatory. The issue is, as I'll show you in just a second, great, thread it on, it's awesome. I'm gonna set my tire pressure to 36 for the back. Hold it, 35, 36, hit the button and go. All right, it now reads at 36. Interestingly, sometimes when it's counting, it goes through a bunch of different increments of pressure on the way up. But when I'm at 34 or 33, 2 or 3 or 4 pounds from my target, it just stays down low and then all of a sudden jumps to my target. That's great. Love that about this compressor. This is the problem. When I want to undo it, it oftentimes loses a pound on the way out. Now, if you're like me and you're a little OCD about your tire pressures, that drives me nuts. Segue to this little guy. Found them on Amazon, super cheap. Got a pair of these things for $7. It's a little tire chuck. I'm gonna end up screwing this onto there nice and easily, and then we'll try it again with this. All right, the tire chuck is screwed on. One thing I don't like, it doesn't swivel very well. In fact, it doesn't swivel at all. Once you torque it down, it wants to turn the whole hose with it. But it is what it is. It's pretty easy to operate the lever from any old angle. Now I did lower the tire pressure so that I can demonstrate this to you guys again, but nice and easy. Boom, on. You didn't hear any pressure loss. I did lower the pressure in the tires so that I can do a demonstration of this. Again, or still, pressure set to 36. Inflate. Still inflating. Boom, 36. And instead of unscrewing and losing that half pound or that pound, so the numbers inside on my tire pressure monitoring system all read different, like bingo numbers, this thing lets me pull it off fast with a lot less tire pressure loss. I recommend them.
thumbs up.
So you may ask, was that product for me? Absolutely. The little screw and air chucks worked fantastic with the Milwaukee Compressor. They would work with DeWalt. I had one that was branded by Slime that I purchased at Walmart for 30 bucks and plugged into the lighter socket. But at any rate, a little tire air chuck made it so much easier to get those pressures right. Of course, if you don't have a tire pressure monitoring system and your little pencil gauge and its approximation of pressure works fine for you, ignore this whole thing, and thank you for wasting the last 5 minutes of your life with me. But if you do like them right, as accurate as you can get them with one of these inflating devices like the Milwaukee or others, this is a great $8 spend. I highly recommend it, and it just makes things easy, clean, neat, and quick.